What's going on, Clashers? Willey here, and today we're going to be looking at Townhall 9 LaLoon with low-level heroes. Now, LaLoon is one of those more flexible army compositions that you can have, where you're basically going to look at the base that you're hitting and build your army based on that base. But we're going to look at one of my more generic LaLoon armies taking on some of these Town Hall 9 bases. Let's jump right into it here. We're going to start off with some Town Hall 9s that have lower weight. So we're going to take a look at this one here. So you can see he's still got the lower level air defenses, but I'm coming in with 2 Lava Hounds, and I've got a max Lava Hound in the clan castle. And you can see I've got level 16 Queen, level 11 King, so low level heroes. When you're doing a LaLoon attack, you want to make sure that you take out the enemy Queen, if at all possible, and the enemy CC. And so I'm bringing in a super light kill squad. Despite the low level heroes, I'm only bringing the heroes, a couple of wizards, and a couple of wall breakers to get done what I want to get accomplished. The wizards, of course, are going to help the funnel, as well as take out the queen and enemy clan castle. So they're moving in. Here go my wall breakers, and it lures out balloons. If you know there are troops in the clan castle that don't target air troops, and if it is possible for you to avoid luring those troops, I recommend that you do so. Because once the LaLoon starts, anything like balloons that don't target your air troops, all they're going to do is slow down your raid. So I got that done, and I got a little bit of a funnel here. Not as much as I would have liked, but you can see there's kind of an L shape here. So I'm coming in from the northwest and northeast. And the balloons, they're going to work their way down through the base. So you can see they're taking on these air defenses here. I drop in the last of the haste spells, and then the last rage will come down around the last air defense. There's the haste. Actually, I wanted to get it close to that wizard tower. So that all went pretty well. All of the defenses are just about done. I've got my cleanup minions going around the base. And there's a cleanup archer. So now all of the defenses are done. That wizard tower nearly took out all of my balloons. There's a bomb tower still up, so the balloons are going to go over to that, and then they're going to start help cleaning up this base. Here's another pretty low weight Town Hall 9. And again, the main goals for your kill squad, which I'm bringing in the exact same army here, is to take out the enemy queen and the enemy CC. However, anytime you can pick up an additional air defense or wizard tower with your kill squad, that helps out your raid tremendously. And that's why people often bring the heavier kill squad with like a golem, because they want their kill squad to get deeper into the base. They can take out more high value defenses, and that way there's less work for your lava hounds and balloons. I'm going to come in over here by the queen, get that wall opened up. The wizards make sure that the queen cooperates and goes in the right direction. His CC also has non-air targeting troops aside from the wizard and archer. So it's not really a big deal. The Valks are going to end up taking out my queen. But I'm going to come in behind the sweepers. As you can see in this base, he's got both sweepers pointed in that direction, which means I can come in from behind them and they won't affect the raid at all. So the balloons are coming in. I've got the max hound coming from the clan castle. And they're going to make their way through pretty easily. A rage spell down here to make sure that wizard tower gets taken out. Wizard towers can do a whole lot of damage to your balloons. And I think I actually dropped this rage spell here by mistake. So that ended up costing me a little bit. If this base had any higher weight, it probably would not have been a 3-star. But they're going to keep going through, and the last air defense and wizard tower are all in that little area there. As you can see, the balloons are kind of running thin here. And I've still got a lot of time in this replay left, and that's all cleanup. So we're going to put that on 4x. I dropped the baby dragon here to distract that archer tower because the balloons were at such low health. If the archer tower had locked onto those balloons instead of my baby dragon, she probably could have taken them out. And I don't know that really would have made a difference because I have so many minions and lava pups. But it's better to be safe. Here's a base with a little bit of a higher weight. And I'm going to be bringing my heroes in down here. You can see the queen's up here, but her range is relatively large. And the reason for starting down here is I want to take out this air defense with my kill squad. And that's in addition to the enemy CC and the enemy queen. So I got the wall breakers down. They get that wall opened up nicely. The king's actually going to stray over there and take out the enemy queen. And he's also going to distract the balloons and dragon while they sit in the poison. So now that the king and the barbs are down and that wizard, they're going to go over to the queen and she will take out the dragon. And after that, she's going to snap over to this air defense here and get it taken out. So I got pretty decent value for almost no kill squad. And then all that's left after that is to bring in the lava hounds and balloons, and I'm going to try and work clockwise with them around this base here. And you can see I'm not spamming them in like I was on the other base. I'm trying to target the balloons so that they're going where I want them to go. And I get the rage spell over there to cover up that Tesla farm nicely. They'll move in, take out that wizard tower, and then get that sweeper taken care of. Never ignore the sweeper. And over here I had a couple of extra balloons in the bag that I didn't drop. And I dropped them a little bit early, but I was trying to distract that wizard tower so that it wasn't getting too many shots off. And now I've got one wizard tower still up, so I dropped my baby dragon on the town hall, knowing that the wizard tower is going to get distracted by the baby dragon while these balloons eventually make their way over. So I'm all out of haste. And actually the baby dragon takes out the wizard tower. So quite a bit of value out of the baby dragon. And that wraps up a 3-star on this base. This will be the last of the lower weight Town Hall 9s that I show. After this, we're going to step it up towards the max Town Hall 9s. That way I can show you guys examples of how to take out those really tricky bases with LaLoon. But anyway, on this one, you can see the queen. She's kind of in a tricky spot here. Almost in the middle of the base. But if you look at her range, it kind of extends outside of the walls here. So I want to get this camp taken out and this elixir collector. And that way my king will work towards this cannon. And he will be able to aggro the enemy queen. And then once that happens, my queen can take her out. I'm also not spending any balloons to trigger the clan castle. Because when the wall breakers come down to open up this compartment over here, they should trigger the clan castle on their own. So we will watch this play out. The king gets that taken care of, and the wizards have funneled him in nicely. And then here come the wall breakers. And they get that compartment opened up, and they trigger the clan castle. So all of that went perfectly. I get the poison down so that it hits the enemy queen, and it hits the enemy CC. Now the king actually breaks through the rest of that wall. The wall breakers weakened it up, and he takes out the queen himself. And that leaves my queen to take out the dragon and the balloons. Now that all of that is done, and the sweeper over here is even gone, so I start a funnel down here. I drop a couple of balloons and a haste spell, and they're going to take out these southern buildings. That way, the rest of my troops can work counterclockwise around this base and come in behind the air sweeper. So the balloons are coming in. They're targeted like they were before. So they're moving into the base, and I'm going to try and get the last rage spell over top of them inside the core where the expos are. So that works out pretty well. The Tesla farm's being taken care of down here. I drop a haste to speed that along. Of course, my balloons didn't exactly follow the path that I had intended, but that's because there are really no defensive buildings up here, just a couple. So they followed the Tesla farm and the expos in the core. But it still worked out pretty well. And it's even going to leave this balloon up here, which I dropped in as the other balloons were working their way through. And he will be working cleanup in the core. No defenses left, so it's just a matter of time and cleanup. And you always want to make sure you get your cleanup troops down before your balloons are done taking out the defenses, because sometimes on these raids time can be a bit of a factor, especially if you're carrying a heavier kill squad, because it takes a little more time to get through with the kill squad taking out those high value buildings. Another point I want to make about the heavier kill squad, say you've got a golem with your king and queen. It's always a good idea to start your LaLoon while your golem and heroes are inside the base tanking for some of those defenses like wizard towers, archer towers, expos, maybe even a Tesla. And that way your balloons and lava hounds aren't taking as much damage and they can move through more efficiently. Okay, so now we're going to get into a couple of replays where the target is a max or near max Town Hall 9. I'm going to show you a couple of ways you can 3-star a max Town Hall 9 using low level heroes. And basically there are two ways to do this. One way is to use a heavy kill squad to take down more of the base before you start your LaLoon. And the other way is just to depend on your lava hounds. So basically in that example you would do what I did in the last couple of replays, where you're getting little to nothing accomplished with your heroes as the kill squad. But in this situation you would use more lava hounds and you would rely more heavily on them to tank for your balloons to get the base cleared out. But first let's take a look at the heavy kill squad. So here's an attack from In War, and Greenforge here, he's bringing 2 golems with his heroes, and he has bowlers in the clan castle and 4 wizards. And in addition to that, he also has a jump spell that he's going to use on his kill squad and a rage spell. So this is a super heavy kill squad. It's basically half of his army. But we're going to watch how he gets this base taken care of. So of course he's coming in on this side. He wants to get the queen down, 2 air defenses, an expo, and the enemy CC. He's also going to get the wizard tower down, and that's a big help for balloon raids. So in come the heroes and the bowlers. Wizards are making the funnel there to make sure everything goes into the base. Here comes the enemy CC, dragon, and the enemy queen's going to go down here soon as well. There's the rage spell. It's going to help push the bowlers through the queen and push his queen through the dragon. He's got 1 air defense down already, and his queen takes down the 2nd air defense and the expo. And she's going to take down half of the Tesla farm here. So, well, now she's locked onto the town hall, but he's got his balloons and lava hounds coming in now to the last few air defenses. So the queen takes down that Tesla, and now he's just got a couple of Teslas, and now there's just 1 air defense left. And of course the expo. And now at this point he's got basically all of the major defenses down. He's got 1 Tesla and 1 wizard tower to worry about. And that haste spell there is placed perfectly so that the balloons can zoom in there and get that taken care of. Now that that's all done, he doesn't have much cleanup left, but he also doesn't have much of the base to go through. And he's still got over a minute left in this raid to get everything taken care of. So it's a nice hit from Greenforge, taking on a near max Town Hall 9 with a heavy kill squad. Go LaLoon. Okay, so now I want to do the example with more lava hounds, which is the approach that I would prefer when taking on the Town Hall 9s with low level heroes. So here's my army. I've got only 18 balloons instead of 20, and I've got 3 lava hounds. And I also cut back the minions from 15 to 5, because if you've got 4 lava hounds total, you don't really need as much cleanup. You should have plenty of lava pups on the field. And you'll see in the clan castle there's the 4th lava hound, and he is a max level. And I wanted to do a live example of this attack. It looks like nobody is on at the moment for a friendly challenge, so we're going to jump into a random match and see if we can find a good base to hit. Okay, so it looks like we found a pretty decent match here. We can try to get into the queen and check for clan castle troops at the same time. So let's go here and here. And I might need to do that to make sure the king goes the right way. Looks like there are clan castle wizards. So the king's going to go down pretty soon. I'm going to hold on to my skeleton spell since the enemy queen didn't aggro. That way I can drop it on her head while my lava hounds and balloons are moving through. So we've got some pretty interestingly set air defenses. Trying to decide here where I want to start off. So let's go ahead and start down here by the queen. So we'll do that and that. Get these balloons targeted in here like so. 1, 2, and I'm actually going to rage over here. And skeletons. So that went pretty well. The queen should be going down soon. I'm going to go ahead and drop the haste there. My balloons all grouped up in one spot here. It's kind of an issue. Then I'm going to rage them through this wizard tower over here. And then as they move to the one at the north of the base, I'm going to drop a baby dragon to try and distract. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're going to haste them through that whole area there. So the baby dragon's distracting the wizard tower, which is perfect. It goes down, and I'm going to drop a few minions over here for cleanup. I don't know that I can get the rest of this base down, though. I'm going to go ahead and drop that baby dragon there. I was kind of hoping it would take out that air defense, but there were too many builder huts distracting it. I don't think they're going to be able to push through the rest of this base. That's pretty annoying, but I've got a lot of pups. Unfortunately, they're going to stall on these storages up here. So while they're stalled on that air defense is probably going to take them out. I don't know. There's a lot of pups there. They might actually push through. Oh, look at that. They're pushing through. Talk about clutch. I got 10 seconds left, and they've got to get through that gold mine and a builder's hut. And there we have it. I pulled off the 3-star. That was a really sloppy raid. And I even ran out of time because I was trying to do something on the other tablet, and I didn't notice that I'd found a match that was a good one. So there you go, guys. There's an example of the hound-dependent raid. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys can take something away from this video, and that it helps you with your 3-star war attacks. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you've tried any troop combinations that I didn't show here that you like, let me know and I'll give them a try. If you like this video, slap a thumbs up on it for me. And if you want to see more Clash of Clans content from me, click that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.